They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now a guy who missed the last 2 full seasons, it's Jerick McKinnon. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
touchdown.
Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break through.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
Defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Kansas City.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's just me and you. It's just me
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Chiefs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now McKinnon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Makes the score.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson being chased out left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 30 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover, because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
On the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what the... And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens. Justin.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
37 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Another run here with Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Mahomes. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 29. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
The extra point.
And his kick is good.
That's the score. Ravens 37, Chiefs 10. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of
what a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the keeper is Talmu. He pitches it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at at the 34-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And a yard.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. The pitch back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Ravens 44, Chiefs 17.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At the 36.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll run with Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.